We got brand new wheels from Rotiform. It's been a good year for some new wheel releases. I'm not gonna lie. Some brands that we maybe haven't seen some new stuff in a little while here, so I'm excited to get these open. Now,
Rotiform's been a little quiet lately.
I know. And from what I've heard, these ones should be pretty dang good. Now, the fact that I actually was able to lift that out of there without straining my back is a pretty good sign.
Rotiform's been known for being a little more on the thicker side, if you know what I mean. They always made some heavy wheels, but these are meant to be a little more sports oriented, aren't they? That's kind of exciting to see.
Meant to be more lightweight, more performance oriented, and that is because they are Flowform wheels, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But out of the 3 new ones that they got out there, this is one of them. This is the RPS. And there is like 10 layers of stuff going on here, which is kind of nice.
It's like an onion.
Okay, wait. There you go.
Oh,
this finish is killer, actually.
That's sick.
This looks really freaking good. So, Flowform construction, obviously we got the windowed 6-spoke in here. Pretty iconic design, but it's for a reason. This design itself is actually super strong. There's a reason that a lot of wheel brands go with a design like this, that windowed or kind of like split 6-spoke design. It's because it distributes the weight super well. Yeah, now this finish is
center cap's already
killer.
in it.
Absolutely.
That's unique. It's got the Rotiform etched into the lip, which looks really good. Yeah. Now, what bolt patterns are these coming in? Do you know? Because I think I was trying to I was excited when I seen these come up, but I didn't see GTI sizes.
So they do have a variety of sizes in here. So you're looking at 18, 19, and 20-inch diameters for the RPS specifically. And I believe this one goes from anywhere from 18.8.5 up to a 19 by 12. So it does get pretty thick in the sizes. Now, as far as bolt patterns, to answer that question, that is pretty much all your standard 5-lug bolt patterns. They're 5x100, 5x112, 5x114, 3, 5x120, and I believe that is about it for the RPS. Now, the face design on this, as you can see, it does stick out a little bit. You actually do get like a little decent amount of lip on here, and this is 18 by 9.5, and you are getting pretty good amount of like depth going on. You got like the huge like bowl cut center in there. Now this is going to allow for some really good brake clearance as well, because a lot of your offset, even though you are getting like a decent amount of concavity, like look to the spokes, and you are getting a little bit of lip, a lot of your offset is going to come from that back pad there, and that like really deep bowl cut center is going to help a lot with that. I think it looks super aggressive.
Absolutely. The finish is really unique on it. I love the silver face with the polished lip. Getting that in a one-piece wheel isn't like super common. So they really killed it with the finish on this too.
Yeah, so finishes, it's gonna be this like matte silver with like the diamond cut lip that they call. You can also get this in matte black and then matte bronze. So 3 different finishes that this come in. I think this might be my favorite though.
Yeah, this
also
is clean.
Flat Rotiform center cap that's paint matched. Also looks really nice. That does just pop out pretty easily. Looks like it is just like your kind of standard center cap on there. Oh, it's got like a really nice like kind of like gasket to it almost.
Oh yeah,
looks nice.
You know what the real question is that everyone's asking though?
I
How
know what you're
heavy
asking.
is it?
That is a fantastic question. Good thing we got a handy dandy scale right here. You want to take this for 1 sec? So yes, Rotiform always in the past has been known for making some pretty heavy wheels. Dakota, you've had some Rotiforms in the past.
Yeah, I had a set of BLQs on my Jetta Sport Wagon, and I literally seen my fuel MPG go way down because they were heavy sons of bitches. I ain't gonna lie to you, they were heavy.
A lot of the older Rotiform lineup, they were like just single piece, like gravity cast monoblock wheels. They were like really crazy in design.
They're
a lot
like
of
heavy designs
blocky
too.
designs. So yeah, they're like 30 to 40 pounds per wheel sometimes. They're just freaking units. So it's really cool to see Rotiform going this direction with the Flowform stuff. So this 18 by 9.5. Go ahead and throw her on the scale here. Coming in and
oh my God!
Don't drop it.
Let me try again. We want a clean weight here.
Yeah. 23 pounds on the dot. So puts it right in kind of the realm of what we see weights coming in from like Kansei, some Konigs, things like that, some Enkeis. So yeah, typical of what you would expect for a Flowform wheel. Now the one thing that I will say I did notice is that they do have a little bit of a lower load rating.
Sure.
So typically like 1550 is like what you would see on a wheel like this. The RPS is ranging anywhere between 1350 to 1400.
And what does that mean?
So essentially what that means is like what it is rated to hold per wheel. So like 1,400 pounds, 1,350 to 1,400 pounds per wheel. So that can be overall weight of the vehicle. That can be stress on the wheel.
That's going to cover most vehicles, right? You ain't buying a 5,000 pound car, I hope.
Well, that's the thing. When you get into like the larger diameters and stuff, you're talking 20-inch wheels with like a 1,400 pound load rating. Typically, you would see that a little bit higher.
So the load rating stays the same across sizes?
It starts at 1,350 in like the 18s, and it goes up to about 1,400 in some of like the 20-inch sizes. So again, with larger wheels, typically you're putting them on larger vehicles. The load rating needs to be a little bit higher. That's where we see that come in, and that kind of seems like standard across the new line of the full form stuff from Rotiform. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's a fine balance between saving weight and like how strong a wheel is going to be. It's a balance that you can play with. So they chose to go that route. So it is a little bit lower, but you're still getting a really solid overall design on it that does support a lot of stress and a lot of things like that. So
yeah, but how sexy do you think it is?
I think it's a really good looking wheel.
Did you talk about price? Because that's a big thing too.
Yep, that's the last thing here.
It ain't good. You ain't gonna like this part.
Now, price-wise, these are coming in at a pretty, I would consider like premium price point. These are starting off at around $1,700 a set.
So a set of 18s, 1,700 bucks.
So like an 18 by 8.5 starting at about $1,700 a set.
That ain't cheap.
Topping out over $2,000 in the 20-inch sizes.
Wow.
So that is putting it into, you know, a lot of other categories of wheels. That puts you into competition with things like work, like emotions and things like that. Even some of like the single piece like SSRs, I would say, kind of
absolutely
can get into that competitive price range depending on the sizes. So definitely coming in a little bit higher, but again, you compare them to the other Rotiforms. Rotiform's never been a cheap brand, I would say. They've always had their own value to them. So when you're taking that, all of that, and then introducing more performance and a different manufacturing type and throwing more.
Well, to see the unique finishes and stuff, and hell, it came with center caps.
That's more than you could say than most Japanese wheel brands. So it is what it is. I think, you know, kind of in 2025, we've seen prices of things kind of just go up. That is kind of the new norm. So this falls kind of right in line with that.
It's always one thing to see the wheel as it is. It evolves and changes once you slap a tire on it. You really get to see how it looks. But then once you put it on the car too, it just transforms into a new wheel. So I'm really excited to see our first set of these mounted on a car.
Absolutely. So what kind of cars would you put these on?
Oh my God. What wouldn't you put it on?
I could see this a lot of like the newer like sport tuner stuff. So I would see like your 350Zs. Like
yeah,
Civics.
100%. I think
honestly, I think this would do really good in like some Euro cars too, like M3s, things like that.
They did a really good job of making this one of those universal, simplistic designs. I think it'll look good across a lot of platforms with the split spoke design. You know, it's like the TE37, how it's good on everything because it's just a single spoke design. This is that, but it has a nice Windows spoke and a deep pocket in it, so I think it'll be pretty universal across the board.
Absolutely. So these are now live on the MartiniWorks website. So if you want to go check out what size offerings are available, what bowl patterns, finishes, things like that, see if they fit your car, you want to learn more about them, you can do that over at MartiniWorks.com. Go ahead, check out Rotiform. You can select filter by model and things like that. And of course, if you're looking for some tires to pair with your new wheels, you can package them as well. Get them all shipped, mounted, balanced to your door, ready to throw on your car, make it super easy for you. You can do all that and more over at MartiniWorks.com. Bye.